Mr. President. The 26th annual report on the application of EU law is of a great importance and interest for our committee, since a lot of problems regarding the single market come from failures to correctly apply EU law and on a timely basis. The application of EU law is essential, and not just for the sake of law, but because of the capacity of EU citizens to fully reap the benefits of single market depend on the correct application of EU law. In his report of the relaunch of the single market that we discussed in some occasions, Professor Mario Monti was right to emphasize the need to strengthen the enforcement of EU law in order to ensure a smoother functioning of the single market. I personally believe that we should do whatever it takes in order to improve the application of EU law, which is why some of the proposals I have included in the draft opinion are inspired by Professor Monti's report. Of course, I had a limited space for the draft opinion. Many of the ideas will come as amendments, as I will welcome all amendments from the colleagues, shadow rapporteur or other colleagues from IMCO committee. I cannot start talking about weaknesses before outlining the progress that had been made so far. It is true that we have a 15 decrease in the number of infringement procedures due to failure to notify transposition measures. However, whether this is a real improvement or not remains to be seen, because Member States also had to transpose fewer directives than in 2007, for instance. Despite some progress being made, we still have problems in areas as services. We discussed a lot about the implementation of Service Directive, the mutual recognition of professional qualifications, and we have a special group in the committee on this issue. Public procurement is another example, and we have some important piece of legislation adopted by European institutions that are not fully transposed and implemented in Member States. What I would like to see is a more positive attitude from the Member States. I would like them to take the application of EU law more seriously, especially because it's a very complex process. We need to take into account that by not transposing directives with a deadline or by incorrect transposition, we hinder citizens from enjoying their rights. And I would also like to be clear about another thing. I don't want to blame only the Member States, because they are not the only responsible. This is why we all have to take a commitment to improve the situation. The European institutions should try to better legislate so as to avoid incorrect transposition. Correlation tables submitted by Member States are also a good tool to prevent both late and incorrect transposition. We should also have enhanced cooperation between the European Parliament and national parliaments, exploiting to the full the new provisions in the Lisbon Treaty. The Single Market Forum that we organize in Premier this autumn, and I hope it will become an annually big event of our committee together with the European Commission and the Council, but also should be a great opportunity to improve the current state of things and to discuss some of these problems with the representatives of national parliaments. Last but not least, I would like to stress once again the importance of single market assistance services and the synergies between them. We need to make further efforts to promote Solvit, the Citizen Signpost Service, Your Europe portal, and other projects like this. This is because it is absolutely crucial for EU citizens to be aware of their rights within the single market and to have the tools to stand up for their rights. This is some of the ideas that I wanted to present you today. Now I would be very glad to have your views on this important issue. Actually, I see that the opinion is programmed to be voted on 13th of September. That's why I propose to all shadows rapporteurs to have a meeting in this afternoon to discuss among us all the details. I would like to thank IMCO Secretariat, to Mr. Rossetto, to the work that he has been done, and I'm very anxious and very interested to hear now the opinions of shadows rapporteurs. Thank you very much, Mr. Chair.
Thank you.